Welcome to Travel Partner Official. I'm Sarah, and today we're exploring the world's abandoned cities, places where life once thrived, now left to silence. These ghost towns are more than empty streets. They're living museums, each with a story of hope, tragedy, and sudden change. From nuclear disasters to encroaching deserts, each city reveals why humanity departed and how nature reclaims what's left behind. As we journey through these haunting landscapes, we're reminded of the delicate balance between civilization and the forces that shape our world. Join me as we step into these forgotten places, listening to the whispers of the past and witnessing nature's patient reclamation. If you're fascinated by these hidden corners, subscribe to our channel to support more extraordinary adventures. Let's begin. Our first stop is Pripyat, Ukraine. A city frozen in 1986, its streets and buildings suspended in time, untouched by the decades that have passed. Pripyat was built for the workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant and their families, a model Soviet city designed to showcase progress and prosperity. Once filled with laughter, hope, and the promise of a bright future, Pripyat's fate changed overnight after the catastrophic reactor explosion at Chernobyl. Residents were told to evacuate for just 3 days, hastily boarding buses and leaving behind their homes, pets, and most of their belongings. But those 3 days became forever. They never returned. The city remains a chilling snapshot of Soviet life interrupted. School books still open on desks, toys scattered in overgrown courtyards, and faded propaganda posters peeling from the walls, all left as if time simply stopped. The Ferris wheel, never used by the children it was built for, stands as a haunting symbol of lost futures and dreams that were never realized. Nature is slowly reclaiming Pripyat. Trees burst through cracked concrete, moss and vines creep over Soviet architecture, and the city is gradually being swallowed by the surrounding forest. Wildlife now roams the empty streets, with foxes, deer, and even wild horses making their homes where people once lived and played. In the absence of people, a wild ecosystem flourishes, transforming Pripyat into an accidental sanctuary and reminding us of nature's resilience and our own fragility in the face of disaster. Exploring Pripyat is like walking through a city-sized ghost story, where every silent hallway and empty room whispers a warning from history that still resonates today. Radiation lingers in the air and on the surfaces, preserving this city as a silent tomb. A place where time stands still and the past feels eerily present. Pripyat's story is a powerful lesson in the unforeseen consequences of human ambition, a stark reminder of how quickly everything can change. If these explorations captivate you, subscribe for more journeys into the world's forgotten places. There are countless stories waiting to be uncovered. Let's continue. Next, we travel to Japan's Hashima Island, Gunkanjima, or Battleship Island, a concrete fortress rising dramatically from the sea, its silhouette resembling a warship anchored off the coast of Nagasaki. Once among the world's most densely populated places, Hashima thrived on undersea coal mining for nearly a century. At its peak, over 5,000 people crowded onto this tiny island, living and working in close quarters. Families lived in towering apartment blocks, children played on rooftops high above the crashing waves, and miners descended daily into perilous tunnels below the ocean floor, extracting coal that fueled Japan's rapid industrial growth. When petroleum replaced coal as Japan's main energy source, the island's purpose vanished almost overnight. In 1974, the mine closed and everyone left within months, leaving behind a silent city frozen in time. Now, Hashima is a crumbling ghost, battered by relentless wind and waves. Its empty apartments and abandoned rooms still hold scattered personal belongings, silent witnesses to lives abruptly uprooted and dreams left behind. The skeletal concrete blocks stand as haunting monuments to Japan's industrial revolution and the human cost of progress. The island's ruins echo with stories of hardship, resilience, and the sacrifices made for modernization. Walking through Hashima today feels like stepping into a dystopian film set, a surreal landscape where nature slowly reclaims what was once a bustling city, and every crumbling wall tells a story of ambition and loss. The island's story is one of adaptation, hardship, and sudden obsolescence. A stark reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in the face of technological progress. Don't miss future explorations. Subscribe for more stories from the world's most remarkable places, where history, mystery, and adventure await around every corner. Now let's journey to the Namib Desert in southern Africa, a place where the relentless sands stretch for hundreds of miles, shimmering beneath the sun. Here, the once thriving town of Kolmanskop is slowly being swallowed by the ever-shifting dunes. Kolmanskop was born from a diamond rush in 1908, when fortune seekers flocked to this remote outpost, hoping to strike it rich. In just a few years, it transformed into a lavish German colonial settlement, boasting luxuries rare for such an isolated place. There were grand homes, a state-of-the-art hospital, a ballroom echoing with music, and even an ice factory that defied the desert heat. Diamonds were once so abundant here that people claimed you could simply stoop down and pick them from the ground by moonlight, their sparkle lighting up the night. But as the diamond supply dwindled and richer fields were discovered elsewhere, Kolmanskop's prosperity faded as quickly as it had arrived. By 1956, the last resident had packed up and left, leaving behind empty homes and silent streets. The desert began its patient reclamation, with sand slowly invading every corner, erasing traces of human life. Today, sand pours through windows and doors, flowing like water and reshaping the interiors of these forgotten buildings. Rooms fill up, bathtubs are buried, and hallways become rivers of sand, a hauntingly beautiful spectacle of nature's power. The result is a surreal landscape where sunlight dances on drifting dunes and peeling paint, creating a dreamlike vision of decay. Kolmanskop is now a photographer's dream and a historian's treasure trove, drawing visitors from around the world to witness its eerie beauty. Here, nature's unstoppable force overwhelms the ambitions of the past, reclaiming what was once taken. It's a ghost town haunted not by tragedy, but by the lingering echoes of opulence and dreams long gone. The faded wallpaper and broken chandeliers tell stories of a bygone era, now gently fading beneath the desert's embrace. Kolmanskop stands as a powerful reminder of how quickly nature can reclaim what humans build, its buildings now nearly consumed by the sands. For more stunning transformations and stories of lost places, subscribe and join our community of explorers. In Pennsylvania, USA, Centralia's secret burns beneath its feet. A coal mine fire ignited in 1962 that still smolders today. Once a bustling town, Centralia's fate was sealed by a landfill fire that spread underground, igniting coal seams. The fire's danger was invisible at first, but soon the ground grew hot, gases vented, and sinkholes appeared. After a near-tragic accident in 1981, the government relocated most residents, demolishing homes and revoking the town's zip code. Today, only a handful remain. Streets are overgrown and the famous graffiti highway is buried. Centralia's fire may burn for centuries, a slow disaster erasing a town not by a single event, but by relentless, hidden destruction. It's a cautionary tale about the unforeseen consequences beneath our feet. For more unusual travel stories, subscribe and join us on our next adventure. In central France, Oradour-sur-Glane stands as a preserved memorial, not a ruin. On June 10, 1944, Nazi soldiers massacred 642 villagers in a single afternoon. Men shot, women and children burned in the church. The village was left in ruins, a silent testament to unimaginable brutality. After the war, Charles de Gaulle ordered the site preserved as a village martyr, a perpetual witness to the horrors of war. Walking through Oradour today is a somber experience. Burnt-out cars, sewing machines and rubble, tram lines leading nowhere. This is not just a ghost town, but a sacred space, a wound left open so humanity never forgets. Oradour reminds us of the price of hatred and the importance of memory. Subscribe to help us share these vital stories from our collective past. In southern Italy, Krakow clings to a cliff above the Cavone Valley, a medieval town abandoned by geology. For centuries, Krakow thrived, its people farming and shepherding on the hilltop. But unstable clay foundations led to landslides, floods, and finally a devastating earthquake in 1980. The town was evacuated, leaving behind a hauntingly beautiful shell, stone houses, a Norman tower, and empty alleyways. Krakow's dramatic ruins have become a sought-after film location, its ancient beauty a backdrop for epics. It stands as a monument to a community forced to retreat from a collapsing home, a masterpiece of ruin shaped by erosion. If you're captivated by places where time stands still, subscribe for more journeys to the world's most evocative locations. Our final stop is Varosha, Cyprus, a city frozen in time, sealed behind fences since 1974. Once a glamorous Mediterranean resort, Varosha was abandoned overnight during the Turkish invasion. Residents and tourists fled, expecting to return, but the city was fenced off and declared a military zone. Today, Varosha is a surreal time capsule. Hotel tables set for meals never eaten, shop windows displaying fashions from 1974, cars gathering dust. Nature is reclaiming the city. Sea turtles nest on deserted beaches, vegetation creeps up abandoned hotels. Recently, parts of the beachfront reopened, but most of Varosha remains a forbidden zone, a powerful symbol of conflict's human cost. It's a paradise lost not to nature, but to politics. Subscribe to join us for every future exploration of the world's abandoned wonders. Our journey through abandoned cities ends here, but their echoes linger. These places, though empty, are filled with stories and warnings, reminders that what we build is never truly permanent. In their decay, we see nature's resilience and lessons from our own history. They are classrooms of memory, teaching us about our past and future. Thank you for joining me, Sarah, on this exploration. Subscribe to Travel Partner Official for more hidden wonders. Until next time, travel safely and stay curious.